Stand by alert. Death Star approaching. Estimated time to firing range, 15 minutes.
No legendary adventure of the past could be as exciting as Star Wars.
Here they come.
The more you see it,
Here's where the fun begins.
the better it gets.
Coming in too fast.
Star Wars, rated PG. Starts tomorrow at a theater near you. The Empire Strikes Back. The Star Wars saga continues.
The rebels are there, and I'm sure Skywalker's with them. He will join us or die.
The rebel forces battle the Empire and Darth Vader.
Join me. Don't make me destroy you.
The Empire Strikes Back.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
The next chapter in the Star Wars saga. Join the further adventures of Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Lando Calrissian, Chewbacca, C-3PO and R2-D2, and Darth Vader. Revenge of the Jedi. Coming next summer to a theater in your galaxy.
For nearly 3,000 years, man has searched for the lost Ark of the Covenant.
The Bible speaks of the Ark leveling mountains and laying waste to entire regions. Not something to be taken lightly. No one knows its secrets.
Jones, do you realize what the Ark is? It's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking to God.
An army which carries the Ark before it is invincible.
The Ark. If it is their Eternis, then it is something that man was not meant to disturb.
It is protected by forces beyond imagination. It is desired above all treasures on Earth by those who are good,
Trust me.
and those who are evil.
I'll tell you everything.
Yes, I know you will.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Let her go.
We have no time. If you still want the Ark, it has been loaded onto a truck for Cairo.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. A film from Steven Spielberg and George Lucas.
Towards the end of the year 1560, following the conquest of Peru, a few Spanish adventurers undertake the boldest mission of their lives. With 1,100 men, 2 women, captive Indians, and animals, they descend from the Andes down into the steaming primeval forests, where the waters of the Amazon begin, in quest of El Dorado, the fabled city of gold. But the forest swallows them up. Its secret is preserved.
What's all the trouble about? Do you know Ines?
You shouldn't ask. It's your father.
If I, Aguirre, want the birds to drop dead from the trees, then the birds will drop dead from the trees. I'm the wrath of God.
There are 8 billion people on planet Earth. Used to be anyways. Ever since the plague, humanity has become an endangered species. It was the vaccines that did it. An easy way to depopulate. Lack of resources, it said. The world I knew my whole life became a killing field. A month has passed since my sister went missing. Every day, I search the city in hopes of finding her. It's dangerous out there. Death only waits for a single mistake. No place for a young girl. Whether she's dead or alive, I will find her. And I'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Phil, I'm Francis Brightman. We spoke on the phone. You don't mind, do you?
Where else are you gonna sit? What are you doing?
Shaking.
I don't shake. Gotta keep my shooting hand safe.
What about your other hand?
It's awkward.
What's your comic book about?
It's about the cylinder.
And this is?
This character I just called a teacher.
Why do you look so worried?
Because she's blackmailing us.
You're sure?
Am I sure she's blackmailing us?
Are you sure that's why you're worried?
And here you've got the bartender.
First 2 times I killed somebody, there were no witnesses. So, this little element is a bit of a complication.
Cowboy.
My name's Rick Drayden. Richard Drayden.
And myself.
Look, I don't know who you are or how I ended up in your apartment, but that is my gun.
She said that her brother was trying to get into some kind of a tournament. A tournament that you've killed people in.
Both you shut up! I'm not doing anything until she explains who she is, how she wound up here.
So, she shows you some papers and all of a sudden you think I'm a murderer.
Give me the gun!
How do you think people are going to feel about what you told me today?
I've learned to hold popular opinion of no value.
that in their rage, the gods forgot the secret of steel and left it on the battlefield. And we who found it are just men. Not gods, not giants, just men. And the secret of steel has always carried with it a mystery. You must learn its riddle, Conan. You must learn its discipline. For no one in this world can you trust. Not men, not women, not beasts. This you can trust.
Hello? Please. No.
She's alive.
Sheriff, is it true that this may be the latest victim of the I-70 kidnapper?
Special Agent Kerry Wilson will be down on Monday.
He's sadistic. He tortures them. He breaks them, and he sets them free just so he can hunt them down and kill them.
They call this place Diablo Canyon.
What can you tell me about this guy?
He's a trapper, bit of an odd bird. But he knows the canyon better than anybody.
There's another girl. Yes, another girl.
Sheriff Clay, we need to leave right now.
Agent Wilson, come look at this.
I've been after this bastard for a long time.
You take all your cases as personally?
Did you think I wouldn't recognize you?
Jack!
Now we can finish what we started.
Everyone gets everything he wants. I wanted a mission, and for my sins, they gave me one.
You have orders. Report to ComSec Intelligence at Maltrang.
Your mission is to proceed up the Nung River in a Navy patrol boat. Pick up Colonel Kurtz's path at New Mung Ba, follow it, learn what you can along the way. When you find the colonel, infiltrate his team by whatever means available, and terminate the colonel's command.
Terminate with extreme prejudice. Horror has a face, and you must make a friend of horror. Horror and moral terror are your friends. If they are not, then they are enemies to be feared.
He's got something in mind for you. Aren't you curious about that? I'm curious.
You have no right to call me a murderer. You have a right to kill me, but you have no right to judge me. Horror. Horror.
They would never speak his name, and his name will die too.
I didn't say to shoot. Now look at me. That ain't any kind of hero's welcome. I'm sorry.
I'll let you do whatever you want to me. Just come and open the door.
I'm coming out, but you better not shoot or I'll kill the girl. I got that feeling you get when a man takes his last breath. His last was my first. You're rejuvenated.
We have been compelled to create a permanent armaments industry of vast proportions. 3.5 million men and women are directly engaged in the defense establishment. The total influence, economic, political, even spiritual, is felt in every city, every state house, every office of the federal government. We recognize the imperative need for this development. Yet we must not fail to comprehend its grave implications. In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
In 1962, they were innocent and fought for kicks.
You show up like a ghost. That's for the last 6 years. I hated you, man, for what you did back in '68.
The war is dirty and brutal.
In 1968, they were corrupted and fought for their lives.
I don't live that life anymore. What, you expect me to trust you?
That's it. You get in with these people and you report to me.
This is government corruption from the White House to here.
Our sons fight in the jungles of Vietnam.
We still got troops there, man. It ain't over until it's over.
Nixon will be over if I have anything to do about it.
I hated the way you treated us, and I want some payback too.
In 1974, they were disillusioned and fought for their sanity.
It's gonna get ugly.
What did you do? Tell me it's not a bomb!
Where is it, man? Where is it?
We have to save those people!
Oh, God help us!
Therefore, I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
We get out of this alive, your time in my life is done.
Welcome to voice print identification. When you see the red light go on, would you please state in the following order your destination, your nationality, and your full name?
Moon, American, Floyd, Haywood R.
Thank you. You are cleared through voice print identification.
Thank you.
Quite frankly, we have had some very reliable intelligence reports that quite a serious epidemic has broken out at Clears.
I know there have been some conflicting views held by some of you regarding the need for complete security.
Something apparently of an unknown origin.
However, I accept the need for absolute secrecy in this.
This is in fact what has happened.
I'm really not at liberty to discuss this.
We thought it might be the upper part of some buried structure, so we excavated out on all sides, but unfortunately we didn't find anything else.
It hasn't been covered up by natural erosion or other forces. It seems to have been deliberately buried.
4-million-year-old black monolith has remained completely inert, except for a single, very powerful radio emission.
3 weeks ago, the American spacecraft Discovery 1 left on its half-billion-mile voyage to Jupiter.
The sixth member of the Discovery crew was the HAL 9000 computer.
Everything is going extremely well.
One gets the sense that he is capable of emotional responses.
Well, hell, I'm dead if I can find anything wrong.
No 9000 computer has ever made a mistake or distorted information.
Look, Dave, I can't put my finger on it, but I sense something strange about it.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
Do you know what happened?
I'm sorry, Dave. I don't have enough information.
Made radio contact with him yet?
The radio is still dead.
Hello, Hal, do you read me? Hello, Hal, do you read me? You read me, Hal? Do you read me, Hal?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hal.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore.